Right, okay. So, I was asked to do a demo review for Medic, POV. So this was sent in by Lars from Team Awesome, and I don't know if he's playing Medic. I think it might be his team's Medic. I can't recall. It's got Wolfie in the name of the demo, so I assume that's maybe the Medic. But yeah, he's asked me to review a demo for Viaduct. In complete honesty, Viaduct is probably the map out of 6v6 that I've got the least amount of experience with. Now I know how the gist of it works. So in terms of mechanics, it's really circumstantial on how your team actually chooses to play Viaduct. But what I'll try and do is I'll try and go through the demo, and anything that kind of anything identify that's kind of more general medic playstyle, then I'll try and pick out a couple of things that hopefully will be of some use. So I'll just start the demo. Okay, so you're healing the demo first, which is good. Okay, you try and buff the roamer, but you're going to get him done in time. Okay, let's see. Okay, your demo's got into mid relatively quickly. One of your soldiers is sticking around. Okay, you're going to save the demo. Normally one of your soldiers would both your soldiers would jump here. Okay, so you've lost two now. Now's probably the right time just to fall out and maybe just stay around the main area. Your demo should be trying to get out here. That's good. So the right isn't being watched right now, and as you can see they're spamming on that side. Bone's playing a bit aggressive here because it sounds like they might be on crits creek. May have to fall out a little bit here. Yeah, they're on crits. So yeah, you're absolutely fucked here. You're going down. As soon as you hear that they have charge, or it might be fake, but in most cases on Viaduct it's probably going to be real. So now you just have to stay and spawn and get someone to build with you. There's no point in the medic going out here for a suicide wave. That's what your team should be doing. If they see you here, they're probably going to try and focus you down. You've lost your demo because the sniper just got him. Should really be falling back here now because the right side, your flanks aren't really being covered. And this is kind of a bad spot as well, especially if they've got a sniper. You might be able to hide behind this to an extent, but you know, you might get baited out if their flank comes out the right, and they might jump you here. Their demo's gone down, which is good, especially if they're going to have a crits creek soon. Okay, so you've lost another Solly. You're going to have this crits pretty soon. You're losing players, which isn't good. So if you've got crits, you kind of need people to follow in with you. Sniper's watching. He missed your shot, which is quite easy to be honest, but he just missed, so. Now you got the crits creek, so you'd be waiting for your demo to get here. You'd want to use this pretty much straight away, but they've critsed. Okay, this is decent dodging. You get the medic, sniper's still there. Yep, you're vulnerable on the left. Scout gets you, but he should be going down, and your team will capture the point. They've captured it now. Yeah, your Sully's escaping. That Sully's gone down. Your demo should be moving up a little bit here, laying some stickies. That's good that Maxter's web to meet you at the spawn, help you build. You have to play it safe here now because you'll have a slight advantage because their medic died afterwards, but you basically have to play it so your team are trying to protect you. As you can see, they're being very aggressive. They're going to try and get you down, and they're just going to suicide themselves in the process. So you're bleeding players. You're not got the best positioning here. Not the medic as such, but your team, they're too far forwards. You should try and play a little bit safe. And now you've lost your demo man. They've got player advantage. And yeah, your flank isn't being watched now because your roamer's pocketing. One of your scouts sounds like he's going to be going down once he gets out. You're distributing the heals quite well. Maxer could maybe stop building right now so you can buff your demo, which is what he's done. They're coming into middle now, and you have Uber, but you need to make sure that your team isn't going to suicide any players. So, yeah, okay. So you can pretty much walk in here now, as long as you're calling that you're about to push in. Okay, and you've crits, but the scout's on you because your solids are nowhere to be seen. Now they come in. Your demo's gone down. If you can get the demo here, then that's not too bad. Okay, that's good. So you ended up winning that in the end.
We have secured the control point.
Okay. So someone should be coming to meet you if you call out which side you're coming from. So yeah, you've lost about 15 to 20% build there. Someone not coming to meet you. I understand that they were trying to cap the point, but it's not the best place. This isn't a good spot either to stand, especially if they decide to go sniper. You see the Sully's jumping in there, and he doesn't do anything, which is good, but this is not a good position. You might want to consider going behind the rock as well, or you could even, if I just pause it here, right, select drive. Standing on the cliff your side behind the rock is normally a good spot if you're waiting for them to push into you. That's what they're going to try and go for you. They're doing suicide waves, but they're pretty uncoordinated, so they're just losing one player after the other. So right now what you would maybe want to do is just kind of stand on the left there. On the right, your demo is watching, but even so you can't really get the heals to your team. It's better to kind of stand on the hill around here or up there on the cliff just around the corner and then get someone to stay with you and build. Okay, so we'll just resume. This is normally where you start seeing people off-classing. The left side's not really being watched right now. Your demo should be covering that while your Sully and your scouts maybe do the right. Okay, so Bones set up a sticky trap on the left now. But it's pretty close to you. You should be a bit further up because you're kind of giving them positioning. You're allowing them to walk on the cliff. And you crits into them and you catch good 2k, 3k, which is good. So at this point, as long as your back's being watched and the scout chases you, so your Sully, you need to call that he needs help. Bone gets him, which is good. That was quite lucky. That's a nice surf. Yeah, very good surf. Absolutely good, spot on. You're still getting chased though. That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen. Your team should have dealt with him. So that was no fault of your own. You did really well to surf those two rockets. There's not any more you could really do in that circumstance. Your team need to deal with that. So now they're going to slow push this in, seeing as you're down and your team's not going to be getting any heals.
The control point is being contested.
Bones should be falling out here a bit. He's going to go down if he gets chased by a scout. Oh, Maxer comes to save him, which is good, but then he dies. One of the Solis.
Mission ends in 10 seconds.
Okay, at this point you shouldn't be too hasty. You should just try and build your Reaper up. Make sure that they're not getting too many kills for no reason.
Ends in 30 seconds.
I understand there's 30 seconds to go, but you would have time to get an Uber up, but you've pushed it a bit too early. And as a result, you've lost pretty much all your players. Yeah, you're going for the arrow, which is good, decent dodging, but in the end, yeah, your scout can't protect you. Yeah, questionable decision. I think, in honesty, you should have maybe just played it safe, tried to get your Reaper up, and push in for a last chance. I mean, I understand that it's that you didn't have much time to do that, but you have to sort of play a bit smart with Viaduct. Okay, quite slow in getting the heals on your demo man there. You should really be buffing your roamer right now before he rocket jumps for the first time. So he's not going to have any heals to mids. So you get him buffed up to 250. Your demo's gone down because he's got no support. Once again, this isn't the best position, especially if they have a sniper out to initial mid fight. So yeah, stick around here, which is better. See how things play out. You can see your Sully's got sort of decent positioning. He's bullied the demo man out, so you can stick with him around a bit now. Just call what's going on the left side because nobody's on the balcony or near China right now. That's why your scouts moved up there, which is very smart. Okay, your demo's a little bit too far forward. Okay, now we have a heavy. Lars should be moving up here either left or right. You should really make use of this heavy, its firepower, rather than just standing on the point. You need to move up a bit, which is what he's doing. And your crits. You should be switching the crits here to Bone. It's too easy to get out with crits heavy. As you can see, he just their demo man just waited until it finished and then tried to get something done, but he missed all his stickies and didn't get Lars down. So that was a bit of luck there. Against a better demo man, he probably would have went down, and he may have been caught out there. Nice little arrow there. Demo's walking in on the right, and Yeah, nobody's following up on him doing that, so he just walks in. No contest. You're a bit weak here. Bone's a bit too far forwards. He should be back with you a little bit, because everyone else is falling out because they're weak. He does manage to survive though. Standard exchange. You have crits. You have to see where the combo is. He crits it onto the pyro. Kind of wasteful. At this point, you should maybe just fall behind your heavy. And he gets a flare. You're still on fire, so it's not good. They're just going to try the usual suicide wave. Okay, Lars should be standing up on the cliff now, get some height advantage. Or hold the stairs on the right. I guess it was called that the demo was coming right, so that was decent comms. Okay, buff your roamer a bit. Okay, now they're too clustered together here. You need to send someone up to the top left. As you can see, their Solly just jumped up. And he's getting focused now, but if he could easily have caught you out there, like if he just jumped straight away as soon as he got onto the cliff. But someone dealt with that quick enough, so that wasn't too much of a problem. It sounded like their medic just went down. Okay, their demo's a bit dumb there.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
At this point, you've got crits, you're just waiting for them to push in. You don't want to move too far forwards. They're going to try a suicide wave. Okay, they've got a sniper now, so you have to use the crits pretty much. Okay, well, once again, nothing you could really do in that scenario. If one of your solis is up and you've got crits, then they should kind of know to kind of pocket you if you're kind of milking it a little and waiting for like players on their team to get close, because they must know that you're pretty vulnerable when you just pocket in a demo man, and you need to have a soli around you to sort of protect you if you're holding your crits, because they're just going to jump in and try and kill you. And as you can see, that's what happened there, and now you're at a disadvantage. Okay. They're just going to push in because they're trying to cap, but probably not best to follow Mole there. He should just save getting medkit, and then he should come back, and then you can heal him from there onwards. Stick around the point and just try and heal the people who are defending it. Okay, so that was a decent round. Pretty good. Okay, so you got Bone pretty quick here. Once again, you need to be healing your roamer right now. You could probably get your roamer buffed to at least 250 before you switch the heals back onto your demo and try and get into 260 before he does the jump. It's not super important that you get your demo at 260 on Viaduct. I'd say for your roamer, you probably want to get him done. Yeah, as you can see, as I mentioned in the last round, standing on the right is not best, because if you've got a sniper, you're really vulnerable, and the sniper got you that time. So you're better going through main or through the left.
We have captured the control point.
Okay, so they still have a sniper, so you need to bear that in mind. Left side isn't being watched right now. Okay. So they just called. You're on point. Oh, med dropped. Nice. That was quite lucky. Okay, you need to watch what's happening on the left here. Yeah, as you can see, the demo just came in. And he might get you here. No, good. Yeah, you have to sometimes be the eyes for like your pocket and watch what's going on in the flank. It's really easy for that to happen on Viaducts. And just bear in mind, like, I'll just pause this for a sec. Just bear in mind that you can guide your team and just say, you know, nobody's watching the flank, and someone watch such and such, because so much stuff's going on in a lot of maps. It's easy for people to forget, you know, like if they're in a 1v1 fight or something like that, then and it looks like they're going to lose. Sometimes it might be smart for them to be like made aware that they should really be watching something else, but they'll retreat and then just stay alive. And in the end, like, you can get your flanks who actually watch what should be getting watched. Because at the end, you kind of have to be really paranoid when you play medic and just expect that someone's going to come on whatever side you're not looking at. So always keep your eyes open and just see what's going on and get a feel for how things are playing out. One of the most important things about medic is you have to be able to know when things are going to go to shit before they actually go to shit. So if you're healing people and then you see that your team's quite far ahead and like you can't distribute the heal